Hello everyone, today we're going to take a look at Libby. So we'll go to airforcelibraries.libguides.com/eresources, and then to log in we come over to the Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst remote access. We put in our library card and PIN, and then we'll have our list of online resources, and it's still named Overdrive, but Overdrive Libby. Then once we're here, we're going to select sign in with my card. Once we're here, we select sign in with card, then select more, go down to Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst, then enter your library card and PIN here. It'll show you your card, hit next. And then here we are, we're in Libby now. There's going to be a lot to cover, so forgive any stumbles or fumbles, but here it says you can read with Kindle. We'll just skip that. I'll let the Kindle users discover for themselves how to transfer over into their Kindle. And then you'll have a selection of different books that are kind of on their new hot list. The icon's down here at the bottom. This is your listing, and this is how you get to settings. You can see the settings here. They're all pretty much self-explanatory. This is your shelf. It will be where all of your holds and loans are shown. And then, of course, here is the search. And this is the main function of Libby if you're looking up something. So we'll go up here to the search bar, and let's put in The Hobbit. So you can see here that The Hobbit, and any words that have Hobbit will show up. You see the title, but let's you can see that there's some that just kind of really don't make any sense. Let's look it up by author. So we'll put in Tolkien, and there we see now J.R.R. Tolkien for author. Let's select him, and this will bring up all the everything matching J.R.R. Tolkien. So there's 22 books and 14 audio books. How do you find out what it is you specifically want? So what you would do is come up to preferences, and I'll go over these each individually. Here you have format, which shows books, audio books, magazines, language. There's a variety of languages that you can search by. Then you have your audience. Is it juvenile, young adult, general, or mature? Which format does it support? And then availability is whether or not it's in somebody's shelf or not. And then, of course, sort by your specifics, author, title, so forth. Then once you've done your search, you can go ahead and hit refine, and this will let you select specifically what it is you want to see in particular of the listing that you've already set your preferences to. So yeah, let's now take a look at how to actually take out a book. You can see some say place hold, or they say borrow. If you say place hold, it'll give you the details of when to expect it and how many people are in line for it. Once you click this, it'll basically notify you next time it comes available. So let's find something that we can borrow directly. Barian and Luthien. And so now you see also how many loans and how many holds you have available. We're going to borrow this book, and let's take a look at the reader. As I said before, the Kindle, you can transfer these books into your Kindle, but we're just on the computer, so we'll open it through Libby. So this is kind of your typical book reading application. You can click on the far left or far right to turn the pages left or right. There's also a ton of other settings that we'll go over here momentarily. So you can single page or double page. You can change the text scale, and there is a little switch down here to increase the text even further, or smaller if you have eagle eyes and like tiny little words. The lighting can change for the background, dark, sepia, or light. The publisher's default will put it in the format that the publisher has put it up. And then these are the kind of the book designs that show the different ways that the layout can be performed. Open Dyslexic should be noted here as well to give the symbols for dyslexia to read clearly. And of course, your typeface information, old style, Georgia, Paulino. There's justification, left or center. The line spacing, these are all essentially pretty self-explanatory. So to get out of this, you can just click the page and that'll bring it back down. Then the search function will let you look up words. Let's try and find Gandalf. Okay, maybe I can't spell Gandalf. Let's try Sauron. And this will give you examples of wherever that word is used in the story. So if you want to look up a particular part about a character, you can just put in the character's name or so forth. Then we have books and highlights. So up here is the bookmark. Double tapping will bring up the navigator down at the bottom. This you can skip ahead multi-pages, and you can see the meter at the bottom shows. This indicates your recent places, so if you want to jump back to a spot that you were at, you clear out the history there. And then of course the back pages. You can also drag the slider page by page if you wish. So let's go back and look at here in the shelf. There's a couple of actions, synchronize shelf. If you sign in with a different device, we are also able to manage our loan here. So if you come down here, it'll show due days, click manage loan. This will say read with Libby or Kindle. Let's go back, manage loan, and we can return early because there's one person waiting to read this. So once we click the return here, it goes out of the shelf, and now we can find our next read. So back here at the main page, let's take a look at the audio books. Let's go to search. We're back here at the Tolkien. Let's refine, and we'll go under format, and we'll select audiobooks. And this is the available audiobooks under this author. So let's borrow The Hobbit. Borrow. And then let's go ahead and open up the audiobook, and I'll show you how to utilize the audio player. So here we are. Of course, you have your play button, and it will play out the audio, and it's nice and enjoyable. You know, perhaps you connect it onto your car while for a drive. That's usually what I do in the morning. You have your time left and time remaining. This is your playback speed. You can increase or decrease the playback speed to your preference. Sometimes some people prefer to hear it a little faster. Then, of course, the sleep timer is you can set it to a certain amount of time before it shuts itself off. And then, of course, there's presets. Again, you have bookmarks and highlights. So you can click the bookmark there on the side and right there. So, of course, then there is the bookmarks listed here, and it'll bring you back to that bookmark. You can make a little note, or you can destroy the bookmark in and of itself. So that is pretty much the audio player. We'll see here, and again, of course, we can just manage loan and return early. It'll allow for a renewal. I think it'll give you one renewal if you're not done. But if there's a hold on it, I believe it won't let you renew. There we go. Okay. I think there's one more thing I didn't cover. That be here, the timeline. It shows what you have read and taken out. And that about does it for this walkthrough of Libby. I hope you guys enjoy your reading or listening, and take advantage of this resource. It's a great resource to have. Come in and get a library card, and we'll get you set up. All right. Take care, everybody.